बार बार हाँ बोलो यार हाँ अपनी जीत हो उनकी हार हाँ.
Is that how DK will be motivating his teammates today?
Yeah, that those are the kinds of motivational words he needs because KKR never wins against Mumbai Indians. The record is totally lopsided. Mumbai has won maximum of the games as many as 19 out of the 25, and in the past 10 games, KKR has just managed to win only one.
But MI will also have their share of misfortunes because in UAE, MI has played 6 matches and guess what? They have lost 6 matches. Since 2013, MI has lost all their opening encounters, and as we had seen in their last match, they lost one against CSK. On the other hand, KKR has this record going for them because since 2013, KKR has won all their opening games. But there are some players who can change these stats today.
The first player whose name comes up is Rohit Sharma, and Rohit is playing against his favorite IPL team. Whenever he faces KKR, be it in India or any part of the world, he always scores runs. And in the first game against CSK, he did get off to a good start. He scored 2 boundaries, but then trying to hit over the infield, he got caught. But today, he might be someone who will change the game for Mumbai.
But I think there is actually a chink in Rohit's armor which can be utilized. Rohit's average against spins since 2017 has been a mere 18.8. Also, he has been a sort of bunny for Sunil Narine because Sunil Narine has dismissed him 8 times in 21 innings. So today, I think the strategy would be to obviously bowl Sunil Narine when Rohit is out. I think DK will be opening the bowling with Sunil Narine.
DK or Owen Morgan?
Huh? DK is the
DK?
captain, no?
But Owen Morgan is also the best shorter format captain.
The good one.
Nowadays, right? So, but to be very honest, Morgan comes in this KKR side with a lot of captaincy experience. And he was once in the KKR team when Gambhir was there, but this Morgan is a changed Owen Morgan. If you remember, just a few days back when he was captaining for England against Australia in the second ODI, he changed the game totally with his captaincy. And not just that, in the last 3 or 4 years, England cricket, the ODI and the T20s have evolved under the captaincy of Owen Morgan. And just not the captaincy part, he will be helping DK with that for sure. He has been an explosive batsman in the shorter format for a couple of years now. And the greatest thing about him is that he can come at 3 or 4, and if required, he also can come at 6 or 7. So he has both the gears. He can play the waiting game and also come later on down the order and go at an explosive strike rate of 200 plus.
But Owen Morgan is not the only man about whom MI needs to be worried. There is one very important player about whom we will be discussing.
So this is a new segment, Strategy Corner, and every day we will be picking up some points and we'll discuss the strategies around those. And for today, it's Andre Russell. He is a batsman who has gained popularity over the last few years. And especially last IPL, he was hitting the ball like a dream. 50 runs needed of the last 3 balls. He was winning those matches for KKR and he was totally very consistent in those games, hitting at a strike rate of 200 or 300. And today, he's facing someone in Bumrah who is a great bowler, death bowler, but Russell has a great record against Bumrah. So, Trisha, I want to ask you that on one hand, you have such a batsman in a team who can potentially change the game. What should Rohit and company be thinking to get this guy out?
You know what, Orgo? Every single batter or batsman rather has a weakness. One or two, right? That is what the opponent captain wants to utilize. And I'll tell you, in fact, Andre Russell has 4 weaknesses. First one, so I'll go one by one. First one is he's not good with, he cannot bat properly to the bouncers which are bowled at his body. If you give him space, he'll murder you. Because remember, I know a lot of people might be wondering that Abu Dhabi, Dubai grounds are huge. So if that could be a problem, but he has the power to clear any ground in the world. B, he uses a very heavy bat. So in case, even if it hits the edge, with his power and the bat's power totaled, it's gonna go outside and be a six. Now, the thing is, I'll come to the second weakness. Something, if you remember, Kagiso Rabada had done to him. He had bowled a superb Yorker. I think Bumrah has to get this Yorker out. As you said, he has taken a liking for Bumrah, and if Bumrah has to save MI and himself, he has to get the Yorker out. Whereas I think James Pattinson can actually look to bowl him the bouncer in his body because he has got that pace and that sharpness, right? There is one more interesting thing that I've noticed about Russell is, see, he hits the leg spinners really well, but he struggles against the balls which are bowled wider of off stump, right? Then he has to go to the off stump because his preferred shot is towards the leg side. He can also hit you over the covers, but I'm saying preferred shot is leg side. So when the bowler bowls wide of off stump, like the leg spinner bowls wide of off stump, the ball is going to go further wide, right? Those are the balls where he tries to overhit them at times, and he's gonna get caught out. So Rahul Chahar has to keep persisting in that length even if he gets hit for sixes. And his fourth problem is his niggles. You said he plays really well, whether it's last time in IPL or even this year in CPL. See, first of all, he didn't bowl in the last 2-3 games of CPL because he was literally hovering. There was some issue with the ankle. Last year, if you remember, in one or two of the matches, he hit the balls for sixes, and then suddenly he had some shoulder issue. So he has been constantly having this niggles, which is gonna be his fourth worry. Because if he is not fully fit, then Russell wouldn't be Russell. There's one more problem which he faced during CPL. He was coming way too lower down the order. He was coming at number 6. As we had discussed for the last match, it's way too much left for too late. I think the batting order
Yeah,
for him is also a problem.
I agree. And I think KKR mentor David Hussey said something about this, that he's open to sending Russell up the order as high as 3, because he said that if he comes at 3, Russell might score 200 also. And also now, with Morgan as a genuine finisher, Morgan can shift down if required, and that
True.
allows Russell to come up. That was not an option last year. But that we'll discuss. We'll see what happens in the match, in the team lineup. But for now, we will be revealing our team lineups. So my predicted team for KKR will be like this. I'll be opening with Shubman Gill. This year will be a great year for him if he manages to score 400 or 500 odd runs. Then there's Narine, who has been great for the last few seasons at the top of the order. Had a great CPL also. Then Rana, the young batsman Rana, and Morgan. So I'm keeping Morgan at 4 at the moment, but he can shift down if Russell comes up. The DK is there, and then there's Russell, and Rahul Tripathi will be my 7th batting option. And then comes the 4 bowlers: Cummins, Kuldeep Yadav, Prasidh Krishna, and Nagar Koti. So remember, Nagar Koti was taken by the KKR team in 2018 after a great under 19 World Cup. But since then, he has been injured.
Absolutely.
He couldn't debut in IPL. This will be his
Right.
debut if he plays, and I am very excited for him. And
Uh,
also, one more thing. I think
yeah.
today the
Hmm.
star player of the
Hmm.
match will be from KKR only, and it will be none other than Dinesh Karthik.
Oh, come on. Are you serious? But
What's
okay.
your team?
My team is almost similar, but instead of Rahul Tripathi, I have got Shivam Mavi. So I'm getting an extra bowler. And this is only because here I'm counting it like this. You have Sunil Narine, you have Shubman Gill, Rana, Morgan, Russell, Karthik. And Pat Cummins can also bat. He is no mark, it's not like he can't bat. So you already have a total of 7 batters, right? I will rather strengthen my bowling attack because if Kuldeep Yadav gets hit, or if one of the young pacers get hit, then you can always change it around. So I think the only change in our teams is you have Rahul Tripathi and I have Shivam Mavi. Now, talking about star player of the match, today, even my star player of the match is from KKR, but I don't think it's a surprise. It's on Morgan because I feel he was in fantastic touch and he will play a very, very big role in today's match. I'm saying he'll score a 50. Okay, let's move on to the Mumbai lineup. My Mumbai lineup is the same as MI had filed against CSK. It's just that I want a little change, a change in the way they had used their bowlers. They actually didn't use Hardik Pandya and Kyron Pollard at all. I think bowlers like Kyron Pollard is very important in the team because with the number of variations he can bowl a very good slower ball, which eventually means in this pitch, in Abu Dhabi's pitch, it will stick up. So there are high chances, you can always try him for 2 overs. So I think that is the only change I want in the Mumbai lineup. What about you, Orgo?
My lineup is exactly similar to the one Mumbai fielded like yours, but I want a change in a batting order. I want Hardik up the order. I want to use him as a power hitter. So he came at 5 last game. I want him to come at 4. And I was tempted to include Ishan Kishan, but there's no chance because Saurav Tiwari, who played so well last game, he can't be left out. So Saurav Tiwari comes in at 5, and that's the only change. And now there's a battle going on between me and Trisha. What is it?
Absolutely.
It's about the match predictions we are doing. We are tied at 2-2. We have got 2 predictions right each. And now the game is on. What is your prediction for today?
It's the men in purple. KKR.
It's the same for me also. Let's see what happens. And for that...
No, wait.
Okay.
Wait, Orgo. But I have this news to give. Whoever wins will not give any treat. But whoever loses this battle, which will be Orgo, obviously, you guys know that. But anyway, he or she has to give a treat. A treat means it will be a full course treat to the other person. Now you can continue.
I hope COVID doesn't end.
So even he's sure he's gonna lose. Come on, guys, cheer for my team. Yes, I mean my team.
And please don't wait, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe us on YouTube, and do whatever you like. For now, goodbye.